Good afternoon, November the 24th, 2015. We came in this morning with the idea that the market would have one sell left in it and that we would test the 70 area, that 65 to 70 area, and if that held, then the market was more than likely or than not to trade higher, and that's exactly what happened. There was one good short this morning off the opening. After the opening, it took a long time to develop, and finally it did. Here's the V bottom, and then the market starts to trade up. It traded up into the Obama Alon meeting. In this area was a nice retest failure trade, did not develop. Market just went higher, so just move, pause, move, pause, move, and just up. Our second sell zone this morning was 85 to 90, right up in here, and that's where we are right now. So the original idea worked out pretty well. Very, very difficult trading at times today because we didn't have a lot of volatility or a lot of activity. And we had a situation early on this morning where good news was actually good news, and then it's a very, very difficult market to figure out. But the big idea was holiday tendencies, and that tends to close markets higher, and that's pretty much what happened. Looking at the F1 screen, we're going to see buyers off the low, but it is a lower high and a lower low, so we can sell failure to extend today's range in Globex or early tomorrow morning. We can also be buyers in that 70 to 75 area, but on this one the idea would be find a place to sell it. That will not be what we see on the F2 screen. On the F2 screen, pretty stout buying. We've got like 22, 23 plus. So the rally started an E period as Obama was getting ready to meet and make an announcement, and we hadn't left off, and we talked about this high volume number right there as the next place that could stop the market. 81, the high volume number right there, did not stop the market. So if we were to close right now, we would sell failure to extend the day's range or take out this 95 area. So the sell zone would be on a close right here at 91, would be the 95 area to 2100, sell 1 with a question mark at whatever today's high turns out to be, and then sell 2 would be 2105 to 10. On the buy side, last rotate down stopped at 84, so we've got this 85 area, 84, 86 by 1, and then 81, 79 by 2, all on the idea that this market is going to close higher because of the Thanksgiving holidays, and that tends to be the way the market trades. Okay, lots of news tomorrow, and the news focus: durable orders plus 1.5. It's really driven by military and aircraft orders. Transportation plus 0.3. Jobless claims 270. Personal income up 0.4. Hard to believe those numbers. Personal spending up 0.3. Core PCE plus 0.2. FHFA housing price index plus 0.4. Could be true given Case-Shiller's numbers today. Might be a little bit high. PMI services, 55. New home sales, 500,000. Consumer sentiment, 93.1. And then crude inventories. And so the focus will be durable orders, ex transportation, personal spending, new home sales, and consumer sentiment, in that order. Big news day tomorrow, and that'll tend to freeze the market also. So we look for sideways to higher come in tomorrow. Now, it can sell tomorrow. We've seen where we've had a strong Wednesday before Thanksgiving and a weak Friday, but the bottom line is November usually closes above October, or you can have a strong, you can flip the days too. But the tendency is for this market to rally, trade from the long side. Okay, higher low, higher high, 7-year auction tomorrow. We can certainly sell failure to take out the 2704 to 8 area. I think we can definitely buy into weakness with a 7-year auction. Prefer the long side at some point tomorrow. Put it all together. Definitely looking at a B, and that usually fits. They on the longer piece of paper, they usually like to take it down a little bit. So again, we like the 24.28 is pretty good support. Like to get that done as close to 24 as possible, and then 17 to 21 for buy 2. A lot of tension in the world. We may have to pay up. It may be like today. This 28 area might be all that we get. Sell failure to take out 3 to 7. Or sell 3s to 7s and 11s to 15s. And we just went over the news. Looking at the 30-year, the knob spread did come in today. And we'll be looking at a B here also, but again, they have a hard time moving the paper if the market is selling, and without a major piece of news. And we do have news that can move the market tomorrow. Usually it's a little lower in the morning, stabilizes, then 11:30 Central into the auction. It tends to trade up without news. Now with news, it'll swing off of that, and we do have news tomorrow. Sell failure to take out 8 to 12. And where we were this morning, 19 to 23. On the buy side, like to get it done a little cheaper, so 25, 21. We're a little higher than that today at 25 to 29. And then 9 to 13 for buy 2. And durable orders, ex transportation could be the thing that starts the ball rolling to the downside. Looking at gold, higher low, higher high. We can buy it or sell it. Failure to take out the 80 area, we can get short. Failure to take out the 65, 67 area, we can get long. Oh, this one says buy it. definitely B, definitely headed lower. So try to buy on the cheap. 69 to 71, buy one. Under 65 area, give or take, buy two. On the sell side, last rotate up stopped at 75, then at 77. So the sell is 75 to 77, then 80 to 82. Okay, crude oil. Again, Syria is not a major player. Russia is a major player in the crude oil, but they need the money. Tensions are such that, again, if you can't deliver crude oil in, you're really hesitant to get short. If you can deliver crude in, then you might like a little higher prices too. So we're going to have a fairly reluctant seller, and you can see the split here, the break in this market in this 43.50 area. This one says find a place to buy at this screen. Volume is above time, fairly strong profile. So 43.25, 53, sell one. 43.75, 44, sell two. On the buy side, 42.50 to 25, buy one. Then 41.75, 41.50, buy two. Market's telling us nobody's really worried about lack of supply, but you never know how these things can escalate. And yeah, it's interesting when you look at how wars start. You know, the Duke of Habsburg assassinated, and everybody was kind of stirring and milling about and thinking or talking war, and then it actually happened off of that. And I'm not saying it's going to happen off this Turkish shoot down of a Russian fighter, but it's a single incident like that that can start this whole thing rolling. And there's a lot of people out there that believe that the skirmishes prior to World War III have started now, and I'm not saying that they have. I'm just saying there's a lot of talk about that. So, you know, if everybody's talking about it starting and you're a potential combatant and something happens to you, and it's generally accepted, you know, that somebody's going to go protect whatever it is they want to protect, it's easier to start a war than it is just totally clearly out of the blue. And conditions are pretty similar to where they were before World War I. More so than World War II from a historical standpoint. Okay, higher low, higher high. We've got a weak close right here. This market is trying to sell. Can't see anything in the news that would reverse the selling in the European Union. Their desire to take prices lower so they can export more, and you're seeing it show up in their GDP numbers, etc. So again, Turkey is a part of NATO. Although it's hard for me to see anybody going to the deck for Turkey with any kind of enthusiasm. So 16 and a quarter, buy one. 106 even, buy two. On the sell side, I'm going to leave it 106.75, sell one. 107, sell two. It's kind of 106 minus 107 plus market for right now. And that's it for November the 24th, 2015. See y'all bright and early in the morning. Y'all have a great evening.